What's up, everybody? It's Artie here with Bomber Breaks, and I've got for you right now 2025 Panini Luminance Football. Pick your team number 4, 6-box half case break from BomberBreaks.com. I appreciate y'all jumping in, and for those who grab those filler spots, get this one across the finish line on this Friday afternoon. We're going to do Luminance now, and I've got... My caps lock must be on, huh? Yep, now... Noir filler open. All right, very good, guys. We've got a 15% off discount code today, Boom15, for 15% off non-filler pick your teams. I've got another Luminance 6-box half case break from a new case. Number 5 is available. I also have another 25 Panini football product, Elite Football, very strong, really affordable price points. 15% off of those. Help me get pick your team number 1 across the finish line if you would. We also have a Noir filler and other Noir case, full case pick your teams. Again, eligible for the 15% off. All right. Very good, guys. We're also running 3-box lots of Luminance in the eBay store. Next eBay store auction night is tomorrow, Saturday. Filler teams in this one include the Arizona Cardinals down to the Tennessee Titans. 3 plus a 3. We're going 6 clicks on our 13 filler spots. After 6, it's the Carolina Panthers down to the Kansas City Chiefs. Panthers to Chiefs. Good. And my participants. I got Eric and Brett, Karen and Blake, Philip and Brian, Scotty B and Oscar. Admiral got a pair. Greg, Brett, and David with one last one. Appreciate you guys and gals. Thank you so much. Good luck on the draw and the break. That had some good bounce to it. That is another 3. We're going 6s. And I should have 13 of you. And I do. 6 times what we need. And 6 clicks is what we've got. Eric stayed in the 1 spot, I believe. Admiral times 2 at the bottom. All right, there is your draw. We've got a few folks with a few spots, so sort you by name first to get you a little easier look at who you got. And alphabetically by city name. Greg, Arizona for you. Philip with the Atlanta Falcons. David, Baltimore Ravens. Eric, Carolina Panthers. Brian, Chicago Bears. Karen, Detroit Lions. David, Kansas City Chiefs. Oscar, LA Chargers. Brett with the Dolphins and the Niners. Scotty B with the Seahawks. David with the Buccaneers. And Blake with the Tennessee Titans. Very good. As I'm plugging these teams in, I do see again, guys, just a reminder, we have added NIL spots to pick your teams. Adam has them in this one, so any NIL autographs will go to Adam. We do have the NIL spot eligible in those eBay auctions for the coming break nights, so if you want a shot at some of these NILs, although there's no checklist, we don't exactly know the full scope of the NIL list. Some other the non-official sites are doing their best to accumulate them, right? Insider checklist, et cetera, et cetera. But all right, there is the full list there. Let me print my sheet here. All right, very good. Guys are just about finished up with the shipping, so stuff's gonna be hitting the PO and the UPS station within the hour. Do 2-box stacks here, so they fit pretty nice. I'll be honest, guys. I'm dying to rip that first Noir case. Just a little sample. I know it's a bigger price point, but that is a loaded filler. And it is a pretty high-end basketball product, so certainly can find some booms amongst those teams. Love to take a shot at it, but gonna need your guys' help on that one for sure. If we wait till Monday, or Sunday, I mean, then that's all right. I'll just have to be dreaming about things to come on Sunday, but it's release day. I'd like to do at least one. I was hoping to do a couple of each, to be honest with you, but I know the war price points are high. They are. But that's what it is, right? It is what it is. You guys know it. But with that being said, I appreciate very much the fill here on the Luminance this afternoon. Hopefully we find some bangers for everybody. Ed H wants that logo, man. I'm with you, Ed. I'm with you. We've made some progress. We got a shot. We definitely got a shot to get that ripped today. All right, very good. There is our packs out. Let's go clean screen here for the break. You guys have a good opportunity to look at your teams. And one last time, 2025 Panini Luminance Football. Pick your team number 4, 6-box half case break from bomberbreaks.com. Looks like this. Thank you all again. Good luck. See what we can do. Once again, folks, if you got any children 7 to 13, you want to take a shot on the Kid Reporter entries, I'm already accumulating a bunch of these from some of these products. Happy to send them out to you in your mail day. Just let me know in the chat if anybody wants some Kid Reporter cards. All right, let's get it. Kind of a who's who of quarterbacks there in the early base. First numbered hit here, it's Amos for the Commanders. This is 122 out of 150 on the Trey Amos, Washington. Brett looking for some Commanders booms. There's a nice one for the Arizona Cardinals. Greg Filler team is yours. This is Spirit Swatches of Marvin Harrison Jr. Marv on the Spirit Swatches mem. We've got Engaged Minka Fitzpatrick, Steelers inserts, and then some rookies. I've been having the guys give Isaiah Bond to the NIL spot since he is unsigned for legal reasons, and I don't think it's a big deal, but just for transparency on that, since he is technically not in the league. All right, see you guys. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too, man. This is Quinshon Judkins of the hometown Browns. 275 out of 299. Buckeye and now Brownie Cleveland Yanka on the board with the Quinshon. First autograph of the break. It's going to be Watts for the Atlanta Falcons. Filler team for Philip. Congrats. This is 226 out of 700 on the Xavier Watts. Savage Josh Allen insert is next for the Bills. That is a pretty sweet photo, right? Like 91 out of 100 on the Savage MVP. And then rookies here at the end. Here we've got a hit for the Raiders. This is 46 out of 100 on the Mark Van Egan. Mark Van Egan to 100 Raiders. That is Richard looking for some Ashton Genty fire. Here's a Bears hit. That is Devin Singletary. And when I say Devin, I mean Mike. Mike Singletary. 29 out of 299. Bears. Better team for Brian. Autograph time. This is Chase Brown of the Cincinnati Bengals. Fun veteran hit going to Paul, who picked the Bengals outright. Congrats, Paul. I've got 50 out of 100 on the Chase Brown autograph. RB1 there in Cincinnati. Coming off a very good year. I should have a very good year coming up, right? No reason I would think otherwise. Chase Brown to 100 on the autograph. Vestige, that's Puka Nacua on the insert for the Rams. And then our rookies there. Next numbered hit is a Collins for the San Francisco 49ers. 17 out of 50 here on the big man from Texas. That's Alfred Collins. To 50. Niners. Autograph time. I've got a really nice looking Jalen Noel. Houston Karen. That is yours, man. Let's try to pair this up with Justin. No disrespect, Karen. Jalen Noel, Houston Texan wide receiver, 82 out of 700. Congrats, Karen. Nice one for you. Jalen Noel is yours. We've got a fusion insert of Marvin Harrison Jr. for Arizona. And our rookies. More Alfred Collins for the Niners. This is 178 out of 299. And Spirit swatches for the Green Bay Packers. This is Jordan Love. J Love there, Green Bay. Joey, this one is yours. Congrats. Jordan Love Mem. We've got Engaged of Brian Burns for the Giants. I was watching a fun trivia video for the highest 32 paid players in the league, average annual value. This was, the video was shot a few months ago or a month ago or something. So some of the more recent guys weren't, the bigger extensions aren't on there. But long story short, Brian Burns is actually one of the top 30-something players in the league, average annual salary. Kind of wild, right? Did not know that. Anyways, continuing on, that's going to be Minka once again, I believe, for the Steelers. 207 out of 299 on the Fitzpatrick. And autograph here, we've got a boom for the New England Patriots. It's Kyle Williams. 166 out of 700 on the Williams. Nice hit there, New England. Jeff, congrats. That one is yours. Kyle Williams to 700. This is Cam Jordan, Engaged for the Saints. 95 out of 100 on the Cam Jordan. Ralph Corey. Sorry, my t-shirt sleeve rolled up. As much as I like to throw off the guns, it was very uncomfortable. All right. Continuing, we've got Tumaloa, Buckeye. Kid was an absolute stud for us, so I assume he's going to have a pretty good NFL career. We'll see, but JT there for the Colts, 6 out of 100. More MVP for the Bills. That's Josh Allen again. Mark. This one is 121 out of 199 on the Josh Allen. And autograph here for the San Francisco 49ers. It's Curtis Rourke. 395 out of 700. Niners for their team for Brett. The Indiana Hoosier quarterback is yours. Curtis Rourke to 700. Vestige Josh Jacobs for the Packers. And finishing up box number 2. It's Tesla. 189 out of 249. Detroit Lions on Tesla. Isaac. Probably not Tesla, but I'm going to say it until I hear it correctly, and then I'll have to say it right. But wow, a card so nice. We're getting it twice. Year 1 autograph, Jalen Noel. Boom for the Texans. Year 1 signatures on card autograph of Jalen Noel. Really nice one there for Houston and Karen, I believe. Congrats, Karen. We're going to replace this Jalen with... I mean, they're both nice, but I like the on-card year 1 a little bit stronger. Texans jersey. Cool. Fusion Tyreek for Miami. RJ Harvey in there. That's Giddens, DJ Giddens, and there's Jalen Noel once again. All right, next box. Good luck, everyone. This is another Williams. Savion Williams, to be exact. Green Bay, 91 out of 299. And Spirit swatches here for the Washington Commanders. It's Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, Mem, Washington. Brett, that is you. Engaged of Jeffrey Simmons. Here it's Brian Quick. And Mike Quick. 160 out of 299. They're not putting the first names on the front of the card, really giving me some issues here. Mike Quick, 160 out of 299, Philly. And nice looking at future signatures. That's an NIL hit. We've got KJ Bolden. Adam, this one is yours. Congrats. Looks like Georgia. Safety for Georgia, 2024 prospect, 98 rated defensive back. Freshman All-American. So, yeah, really nice hit there for you, Adam. A Georgia Bulldog All-American freshman NIL hit on the KJ Bolden. Very nice. Vestige Saquon. Judkins, rookie. Higgins. This is Jalen Royals of the Kansas City Chiefs. 81 out of 100 for their team for Admiral. Jalen Royals. This is a Detroit Lion. I've got 7 out of 35 on the Brian Branch. Already one of the best defensive players in the league. Brian Branch. Anytime I have an IDP opportunity in fantasy, I typically go for Brian where I can. Lions, Karen, for their team for you. On the Branch to 35. And fun looking boom for the hometown Cleveland Browns. Number 5 pick in the draft. It's Mason Graham. Cleveland Yanka. That is yours. Congrats. I think that might be my first. That's my first Mason Graham from that stuff. I saw him like maybe once in score. He's been a little bit rare auto, but there he is. Big man from Michigan for the Brownies. This is a dynamic insert of Jackson Dart. New York Giants. Only one of a couple Topps guys this year. They didn't get many, but Cam and Dart, I think, were, and maybe Emeka Buka are the 3 that I've been hearing, but unconfirmed from my end. I'll go there. Here it's Brock Bowers of the Las Vegas Raiders. Big year for the Raiders, man. They really revamped, right? New Pete Carroll in town, Geno Smith in town. They got Ashton Genty. They drafted another wide receiver to add to Jacoby Myers. I mean, that division is tough, right? As maybe the toughest division in football now. Depending on the NFC North, is tough. Either way, tough division, tough place to win, but they're doing their best. I'm excited to see for them what they can do. 8 out of 50 there on the Bowers. And future signatures here, it's Jimmy Horn Jr. We even got Colorado Buffaloes on this NIL hit. Another one for Adam. Congrats, Jimmy Horn Jr. I hope you guys don't mind, right? We're a little bit slow this afternoon, so I figured since it's hard to know some of these NIL guys, they usually are kind of a who's who. Ooh, give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. That's what I figured.
Yeah. The rule is, guys, it's always going to be whatever's printed on the card. This is a weird one, though.
Yeah. So just because I've been looking up these NIL hits just to get more information, so Jimmy actually plays.
He sold an NIL spot. Yeah. So it's got to go to.
Yeah. So it's got to go to the NIL spot. Just want to be clear, he does play for the Panthers, but it is an NIL hit, given that it's right. That unless I've got the wrong Jimmy Horn Jr. here, but I can't imagine that was the case. South Florida Bulls got Buffaloes. Yeah.
Could there be another?
I don't know. Not one that went to Colorado in a 6th-round pick in the draft. So kind of an interesting one there. So yeah, Russ just put in the chat. He is on the Panthers, Russ, but because we have an NIL spot, it's team on the card, or in this case,
it's name on the card.
Name on the card. So
just
going to be the NIL one. And again, not to discount the autograph we're looking at, but as a 6th-rounder, I think we'll be all right either way.
Sure there's nothing else.
Yeah, it's got Colorado, Buffalo.
Yeah. So NIL. Since there's a spot that was sold NIL, then that's exactly where it would go.
So yeah, we'll confirm that in case one of the guys know. But good knowledge, Russ. I had no clue about that. But hey, I knew there was a reason I wanted to look up all these NIL hits as we got them. Lad McConkey, unforgettable insert there. Dylan Sampson here. It's honestly good practice to get this work ironed out in case I run into that in the eBay break or something, right? And just good to kind of have that under my belt and to be sure going forward. But we're going to keep looking up those NIL hits as we get them, no doubt. Next up, we've got a Mason Taylor for the New York Jets. 17 out of 249. Mason Taylor to 249 there. Jets. And autograph for the Tennessee Titans. Here, one signature of Gunnar Helm. Nice hit there, Blake. You got the Titans in the filler. You got the Gunnar Helm. Texas Longhorn tight end, I believe. Yep. Gunnar Helm Titans. Vestige Devon A-Chain. Luke Lachey is next. 95 out of 299. Houston Texans. They love their tight ends there in Houston. My goodness. Another tight end there. They're not taking any reps away from my boy, Cade Stover. Bright Beginnings is our mem piece there for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's Quinyon Mitchell. Really nice player there for Philly. Eagles in this one. Casey, world champs are yours. So is the Quinyon Mitchell. Bright Beginnings memorabilia. Fusion Jared Goff for the Lions, and some rookies there to round out the pack. Next up, it is Lofton. James Lofton? Yeah, I almost wanted to say Kenny. 245 out of 299 on the James Lofton Packers. And a cornerstone around here. It's Munoz face for the Cincinnati Bengals. Anthony Munoz, 9 out of 10. Cincinnati, Paul. Nice one for you. Got the first name on here as well. Silhouette, or portrait signatures rather. Portrait signatures on the Anthony Munoz. To 10. Again, Paul, that's yours. I just, you know, you guys actually done it. Need to get, I know, it's not a big deal. But Engaged Jared Verse. Cool photo of him trying to tackle Josh Allen, your rookie of the year last year for defense. Oh, man, that is a cool one there for the Brownies. Clay Matthews, 47 out of 100. Clay Matthews there, Brownies. Next up, we've got Mullings, 51 out of 150 here for the Tennessee Titans. That is Khalil Mullings. And autograph for the LA Chargers, it is Natron Means. 247 out of 300 on the Means. Chargers for their team for Oscar. Trying to find a Darnell Marion Hampton somewhere, anywhere, possibly. One time. Good luck, man. Unforgettable Derrick Henry. Cam Scotabo rookie in there. Ash Genty rookie. And Lachey. Go ahead. A couple of these running backs have been hard to find. Ashton and Omarion so far this year. All right, 2 more boxes to go. Appreciate it, guys. If you guys like what you're seeing, why don't try to get a shot at more Luminance? You can grab spots and pick your team number 5. If you want more 25 football with a little different look, try Elite Football. Donruss Elite just released today. 15% off code, BOOM15. Pick your team number 1, working its way down for hopefully this afternoon. Here it's George Pickens, still with the Pittsburgh Steelers on the George. I've got 126 out of 199. We've got a dual mem here, Reflected Materials. A couple of Jacksonville Jaguar wide receivers, past and present. We've got Brian Thomas Jr. and Jimmy Smith. Very underrated Jimmy Smith, in my opinion. Jordan, that's yours. All right, Jordan, looking for some Travis Hunter. Come on, man. I just saw that. Let's get it. Come on. Savage, Brian Thomas Jr. Got to be in here somewhere. Come on. Ooh, it's a Luminosity. Tyreek Hill. Fun little insert here for the Dolphins. Miami, that is Brett. Filler team for you on the Luminosity Tyreek. Isaiah? Woody Marks. 76 out of 249. Houston Texans on that one. We've got, there he is again, Houston Texans on the autograph. Karen, have yourself a break with the Texans spot. 266 out of 700 here on the Woody Marks. Unforgettable Bucky Irving. Quinshawn rookie. Jackson Dart rookie. And Higgins. I gotta admit, really nice photo there of that one. 8 spots to go. No war. Filler. Fire. Let's go. We're so close. We can do it. We can do it. I believe in you. This is the Bengals, man. It is. Really wild story. I'm sure most of you guys have been paying attention, right? So basically there's, this ongoing battle between Shamar Stewart and the Cincinnati Bengals about his contract. The Bengals trying to get language in there about voiding the contract if you have a mess up. Not very common. Some other organizations have put that into the contracts previously, but the Bengals never have. And it's still a relatively new thing in the league, and the agents are finding it tough. And the Bengals have never had that language in their contract, so Shamar is like, nah, I'm not doing that. And he's now, I think, trying to get a waiver to go back to A&M for another year and re-enter the draft, which is wild. Right? I mean, first-round pick. If you lose your first-round pick over contract language, tough. Here's Mr. Quinn Ewers, Texas Longhorn quarterback. 184 out of 299. Any chance that Quinn is like a sneaky one? I mean, he was a pretty big recruit at Ohio State and then Texas, and I didn't think he played that poorly. I know his arm strength was a question mark, but he's going behind Tua, and we know that Tua doesn't make it through a lot of 17-game seasons that often, so could we see Quinn be a little sneaky fun rookie? I don't know. Wow, cards so nice, we're getting it twice, booming for the hometown Browns. It's Mason Graham, 70 out of 100. Congrats, Yanka. Another Brownies hit for you. The big man from Michigan. Mason Graham to 100. Fusion Patrick Mahomes. David. Filler. Here we've got the Bake Show, Baker Mayfield. 51 out of 299 on the Baker. Baker is on that list of top players, but man, he only makes $33 million a year, which for quarterback salaries, right, it's about half of what Dak got paid. So Tampa Bay really just crushed it with the whole Baker thing, and man, if the Browns could have just... Yeah, anyway, let's move on. Miami Dolphins. I think this kid's going to be pretty good. Quinn Ewers, year 1 autograph for Miami in the green. Cool-looking card there for Brett via the filler. Quinn Ewers, year 1, Dolphins. That's a nice sig. Vestige, Jahmyr Gibbs for the Lions. All right, let's bring us to our 6th and final box. Good luck, everybody. We've got Richard Seymour, veteran hit here for the Patriots. 14 out of 50 on the Seymour. How many Seymour busting you, Uncle Tony? Sorry. Next up, we've got Spirit Swatches of Joe Cool. Joe Burrow there for Cincinnati. Good Bengals break generally. Paul. Chase Brown autograph earlier. And Joe Burrow there, plus the Shamar hit. Engage Jared Verse. Come on, Travis. Come on, Travis. Ooh, that's a little boom for the Arizona Cardinals. Greg Filler, team is yours. Animation. Marvin Harrison Jr. These always look pretty darn cool. And there's one. Maserati? I don't remember what Gus used to call him, but Marvin there for the Cardinals. Animation. We've got Royals once again for the Chiefs. Rookie blue. This is 100 out of 150. 100 out of 150. Jalen Royals, Kansas City. And autograph here, it is Lenoris Sellers. Future signatures for the NIL. Adam, this one is yours on the Lenoris Sellers. We're going to say, what do we think, Auburn? Let's see what we got here. I mean... Oh, South Carolina Gamecock. He is a quarterback for South Carolina. He's a sophomore, 6'3". He was he was freshman of the year last year for the SEC. Third team All SEC, freshman All American, and a preseason first team All SEC sophomore quarterback. Boom! All right, let's check out my inner Troy quote. Don't forget that name, Lenoris Sellers. You guys might already know it, but he doesn't know Lenoris Sellers, but now I do. Apologies, Admiral. You're probably shaking your head. Yeah. Very cool. Lenoris Sellers there, NIL. We've got Engaged Minka Fitzpatrick. 8 out of 10. Man, a lot of Minka here. Steelers. Marks rookie. There he is. He does exist. Amarian Hampton. No takers on the Kid Reporter cards, I assume. Saw no chats about it. Here's another Miami Dolphin. This is Ollie Gordon, the big man running back for Miami. 36 out of 75. Here we've got Nick Emenwari of the Seattle Seahawks. 216 out of 299. Here I've got a little Boutte. Keyshawn Boutte of the New England Patriots. We've got 9 out of 50 in the blue on the Keyshawn. Patriots in this one. Jeff, that is yours. Unforgettable Derrick Henry. And Cam Ward rookie. The U, now Tennessee. All right, folks, last one here of Pick Your Team number 4. Appreciate the fill on this Friday. We've got a big man here for the Seattle Seahawks. This is Leonard Williams. Not quite sure I realized he moved from the Jets to the Seahawks. Leonard Williams there, Seattle. To $2.99. And that's going to be a boom to round out the break. For the New York Giants, it's Cam Scatterbo. I was like one sleep short of finishing the break, naturally, right? New York in this one. Rick, congrats. Nice hit for you. Year 1 on-card autograph green of Cam Scatterbo. Really cool looking card. Good sig there by Cam. Scat. Oh man, see, this is where you get the soundboard right. And I'm the scat man. Okay, yep. I'm a little squirrely here on this Friday. Been sitting for too much. There we go. Scam. Scat or Cam. Let's not call him Scam. That's not good. Vestige, Lamar, and some rookies here to bring us home. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Let's recap what we had here. I top-loaded a couple non-numbered stuff. The Cam Ward rookie, the Fusion Patrick Mahomes, Jackson Dart rookie, Luminosity Tyreek Hill, Ashton Genty rookie, and the dynamic insert of Jackson Dart. Mem pieces in this one include Joe Burrow, Reflected Materials, Jimmy Smith and Brian Thomas Jr., Quinyon Mitchell, Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, and Marvin Harrison Jr. on the mems. We also had on the back row the animation Marvin Harrison Jr. for Arizona. Numbered hits in this one we had. All right, so I've been kind of doing it this way, guys. We got the time. I'm gonna do it twice, right? We're gonna quick flip them through both ways, but we're gonna go through the backs just to get the full name and the logo to make life real easy. Just kind of keep track of who you got. So Amos and Judkins, Allen, and quite frankly, for my own purposes, me trying to figure out those cursive names, last names only, was just a real chore, to be honest. So let you guys just view your numbered hits this way real quick, and then we'll flip them around and do it the other way as well. But it's pretty straightforward when we do it this way. Anything, didn't have anything crazy short numbered wise. But so there are your numbered hits, and then again, if you want to check some numberings as we go here, but. Josh Allen in there a couple times. Lee Gordon. Big Show and Ewers. Very good. All right, and our autographs. 18 of them, guys, and a half case of Luminance. If you want in number 5, take a shot. Boom 15 is the code. Keyshawn Boutte to 50 for the Patriots. The NIL hit of Lenora Sellers, quarterback, South Carolina Gamecocks. Preseason all SEC. That is Woody Marks for the Texans. Natron Means for the Chargers. Gunnar Helm, year 1 for the Titans. Jimmy Horn Jr. again is going to be an NIL hit. KJ Bolden, also future signatures NIL. I looked him up, didn't I? Where the heck did I know I'm learning about him? Georgia Bulldog, I think. Jalen Noel there to 700 for the Texans. You also had a year 1 Jalen Noel for Houston. We've got Chris Rourke to 700. That is a Niner. And Xavier Watts for the Falcons to 700. Some more hits in the back row. It's year 1 green of Quinn Ewers for the Miami Dolphins. Nice one there. Chase Brown, veteran hit to 100 for the Cincinnati Bengals. We also have past Bengal Anthony Munoz, 9 out of 10 portrait signatures, Cincinnati. It is Kyle Williams, the New England Patriots, 166 out of 700. That one. And Cam Scotabo, year 1 green for the New York Football Giants. Nice one there for Rick. Congrats. And for the hometown Browns, Yanka, it's a double time on the Mason Grahams, 249 out of 770 out of 100 on the Masons. All right, folks, appreciate it. We're going to stop and save whatever fills next. We'll break next.